Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Black and White. I'm Johnny, and I'm the white.
I'm Dion, I'm the black.
I'm Sean, and I'm the rainbow.
I'm Rhiannon, and I'm the mocha.
And I'm James, the colorless.
And so last time, what did we talk about, Dion?
Well, last time we basically talked about Demo Reel and the Return of the Nostalgia Critic.
And somehow that worked over into Shia LaBeouf.
And Transformers and Returns and Skulls. That one.
Yeah, I can't wait to see where this conversation goes, because we're going to start off with My Little Pony's Friendship is Magic.
Oh god, we've been postponing this episode mainly due to the fact of my midterms, but this whole series has, from start to finish, has been insanely popular, and though I know it's not over yet,
No, not the slightest.
it has now reached a crossroads for the fans.
Crossroads, more like a dead end.
Now, see, here's the thing. You guys are still under the impression that this is a road anymore. This is a short drop and a sudden stop.
If it's a rainbow, it's a road, it's a rainbow road. Just saying.
Evil.
Evil. Very evil.
Rainbow Road is very evil.
It is.
We'll get to Rainbow Road.
Wimps, continue.
But I'd like to start this off by saying that all five of us that are here are actually fans of the show.
Yep.
But, we enjoyed the show, especially during seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And then season 3 happened.
What a fucking fun
First of all, before we continue on anything, I'm going to say, am I the only one here that, I guess it did have flaws, actually didn't really find that much wrong with this season? I mean, like, some of the things were bad, but I actually quite liked it.
Oh, don't
Well, I found most things bad, but most of the, also other times there was like really, really good things, and then the season finale came.
Well, the way that I've put this to Dion is, you know those people that have come up to us and said, oh, it's a show for little girls? And we could go, haha, fuck you, no it's not, it's a show for families.
Right?
Season 3 has slowly but surely gone back to a show for little girls.
Definitely.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that.
It's there. It's completely evident, and and folks, let's begin the long tangent that Johnny has about Hasbro.
Yes, I'm gonna try and make this short and sweet so that other people have enough screen time. I think Hasbro is ashamed of bronies. I think that Hasbro is ashamed of bronies as a concept and as a subculture. Because here's the thing. What Lauren Faust did was astronomical. She took a show with really bad acting, really bad writing. All it was, hey, little girls, look at the sparkly pink ponies. Well, unless you're looking at Return to Midnight Castle, which was about demon ponies from hell abducting and killing people. But we'll get to that.
That's gorgeous.
And then Lauren Faust came along, and she's made so many other really great family shows. Powerpuff Girls,
Whoop.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Again, awesome.
Good job.
She got the lead voice actor who she usually gets for Foster and Powerpuff Girls and not My Little Pony. Fairly Odd Parents. They got Tara Strong, who is an amazing voice actress, to play the lead character. She wrote this. She created an internet phenomena overnight. Season 2, they keep her on as creative consultant. She did as much as she could to keep her original project in line. Season 3, gone. Not part of the company anymore. They start pushing out characters that have no character development, no reason to be in these episodes, literally just to push out toys. And although Alicorn Twilight was planned by Lauren, in the words of Spoonie, not this way.
Not this way.
Yeah, and then they didn't do anything with her.
They will, because apparently there will be a season 4.
Yes.
There will be a season 4, and then apparently they're getting humanized.
I don't understand that. How can they get humanized?
They'll find some convoluted way, just like they made with Twilight into an Alicorn, which, by the way, I will explain with the communist theory. But we're going to continue with Hasbro and their shame of bronies.
I'm just going to put it out there that I heard rumors of Twilight being that way, and it confused it just confused me.
Okay, so essentially, we have a company that basically made an entire season dedicated to trying to eliminate the mentality that this show is basically a family show, to basically get that excuse away from bronies.
So that
turn into what it
so
started.
that turn it to turn it back into a show for 7-year-old girls. And if this wasn't just evident in the show, right? They turned this show back into this mindless, plotless, and almost characterless series about, ooh, look at the shinies, look at Bab's seed, we can put out another toy, we'll have her show up in another episode just 'cause, you know, she does nothing. The Cutie Mark Crusaders, during Season 3, have done fucking nothing.
Like they did anything to begin with. Don't even start with me on the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
They've at least had their own episodes dedicated to them trying to do shit. The only one we've got, the closest thing we got, is Sleepless in Ponyville, which was a Scootaloo episode, which I didn't mind. I liked that episode.
Yeah, it was a really good episode.
It also showed us that Luna had the ability to hijack dreams.
Yeah.
Which is a very dangerous
Sorry,
weird power.
But if it wasn't just evident in the show, they've started going on the internet to abridged series and fan games, non-profit, fan-based works of anything, songs, fucking anything, and started handing out cease and desist letters. Like fucking flyers.
Yeah, these things are everywhere. It got so bad that there's a particular I forget what the page is on YouTube, but it's basically a show, Rainbow Dash Presents.
Oh, I love that show.
And yeah, they got a letter too.
Really?
Yeah,
My
they
Little
did.
Portal, I also believe, got one.
And
So, what about the Turnabout Storm, My Little Pony King
That
Kratos
one-
thing?
that one has not yet gotten hit by that, because that one's pretty obscure, and it only has about 5 parts, even though it's 4
The
parts.
fighting game got one, which pissed me off.
The fighting game, yeah, Fighting is Magic, we will never see that now.
I'm so sad. That looks so
I
amazing.
never got the chance to see that. I never got the chance to see
Now,
that.
here's a silver lining to everybody, and this is why I'm kind of glad that we recorded this later. Friendship is Witchcraft got a cease and desist letter.
What?
But I believe about a week and a half ago, they pushed out a new episode.
Really?
So I don't know if they fought the cease and desist letter and won. I don't know if they're just saying, fuck the police.
They're probably saying fuck the police, just like
I would have said it.
just like Lilith
The fighting game
does
especially.
every time Facebook YouTube bans it. Because this is basically what's come down to. When YouTube has done the same thing it does to Abridgers, it's the same thing they're doing to the My Little Pony fan base. To these people who are being creative with something, they are essentially just saying, no, you can't be creative with something we own and not make money with it.
We should just make our own website for this shit and ignore everyone else.
Yeah, that's what people do now, but even on websites, this is the exact reason why Sopo was created, because they knew if they couldn't do it on YouTube anymore, make your own website. With
Yeah.
Sopa, you can eliminate the website. So thank God that didn't get passed. But eventually...
Well, it did in some places. There were still websites that got shut the hell
Mega upload.
Yeah.
No, but in
Big
that
upload.
But in that case, that was an actual federal offense because, in legal terms, he was illegally down. That was an illegal site. They could still technically get rid of that without SOPA.
Yeah,
But
so is every single torrent site out there you can find with a quick fucking Google search.
Yeah, but we're not talking about Mega Upload because what Mega Upload was to me and always will be, because I did a project on it. It's a scapegoat. Was what it was. It was a scapegoat, and it was their way of muscling everyone out and saying, if you do this, we can shut you down automatically, with or without SOPA. It's just to have.
Like a threat that ended up being really, really empty.
Yeah, it's basically what it was. In a sense, Hasbro is basically doing the same thing.
And the funniest part is a lot of people think that this, like, hatred for the fans from Hasbro started with Season 3. Because it didn't.
When did it start?
It started with fucking Derpy.
Oh, when she first talked.
Dirty.
When she first talked.
Yeah.
That's when things got really bad.
Changing her voice, fucking screwing up the eyes. You can still find the original episode out there somewhere.
To dig for it.
Because this is going on YouTube, I know exactly where to find it. I'm not gonna say shit. Because I can't.
Right.
But, I know exactly where to find it. If I wanted to find the episode, I could get it. And I am not buying shit of Hasbro's unless it's like the full seasons. If they actually come out with DVD box sets of the full seasons, then I'll get that, sure.
How is everything on Netflix? But
I love how I mentioned Netflix and everyone just goes quiet.
Fucking
I don't
Netflix.
have Netflix.
No one has Netflix. Thank you, John. Thanks.
Actually, a place that my mom was babysitting for had a Netflix account.
Oh yeah.
We found out why that Netflix is fucking horrible.
why?
Oh.
Everybody's like, Netflix, it doesn't cost that much and you can watch however you want. It eats bandwidth like Kirby.
It does. Oh my god, it does. Oh my god, it does.
It really does. But my
I-
family likes Billy Sticky Rich, so it doesn't matter.
Unless you work for fucking Rogers like my friend does, your bill will skyrocket
really
to
fucking
no tomorrow.
Yeah, luckily the fucking lady that we were babysitting for was, loaded. So, we were able to watch almost the very first season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on there. Now, I do have other topics, if you guys are interested.
I thought we still have to cover the episode, dude.
We gotta, what?
Remember, we still have to talk about the episode because we're not done with we haven't actually talked about the Alicorn episode.
What is there to talk about when it comes to the Alicorn episode? It was fucking rushed.
Communism.
It was,
Thank you, James.
That was me. I'm not
Oh,
James.
sorry, Steph.
do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just forget.
On Skype, they sound the exact same. I'm not even gonna lie.
Seriously.
But
We do, don't we? Yes, we do.
dude, differentiate your voices somehow.
I don't know how. I have to be quiet about this.
You guys talk in an accent.
Hello.
Hello, wala hali. Damn it, I believe that's racist. Okay.
I can talk with a gay accent, but I'm not going to.
Is that even a real accent? I'm just gonna ask.
Oh, that's legit.
Okay.
It's legit, but it's not. I don't know what it's called.
I mean, it's not prevalent in just gay people because Vic Mignogna has it too.
Exactly.
Oh, it's amazing.
Open up a bit. Okay. Like, really? He does?
Yes. he
Oh
does.
yeah.
I have not heard that. I want to hear that. Okay,
Gotta meet him, man.
so yes. A little while ago, I was talking with Johnny, and I basically declared after the whole Alicorn nonsense that Celestia is in control of a Soviet republic.
And I'll say how this came up originally. I was left with a lot of questions, The very first of which being what constitutes as a fucking princess in this area. Because, okay, they're a princess, there's no king. One Nostalgia Critic rage later, and I'm like, they got the title because it's cute. Fine. I'll let that slide. They do it all the time. But now you got Princess Cadence, who is, I believe, and people will correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but you got Princess Cadence, who is in no way related to Luna or Celestia.
Actually, I believe they actually mentioned that she was. I believe they're her
Like a niece or something.
Yeah, they're her niece.
I
Okay.
remember that from the...
She's their niece.
Okay. Twilight fucking Sparkle is not related
Yeah.
to Luna, Celestia, or Cadence. It doesn't matter that she's related to Shining Armor, because he was married into royalty.
I still feel like she was basically adopted to their family, and she was like, you know what? Forget it.
Regardless, whether the explanation is... By the way, anyone want to correct me in the comments? I might be wrong. I did some research. I believe it says how the system works for Communist Russia. I know I've done the history, but I may be wrong. I have been proven wrong a lot. The point is, what we say now is, apparently you can just become royalty, is what it is.
If you're an Alicorn, you rule something.
Exactly. You just rule something. And that's what got me thinking. Celestia treats it as a monarchy, but it's not really a monarchy because Twilight Sparkle had nothing to do with the monarchy.
Not in the slightest.
Nothing. She was a student. She didn't even come from there. I don't even know about her parents. This is something they have never explained, by the way.
Yeah.
I think they talked a little bit about her parents during Cutie Mark Chronicles.
Yes. They turned into a cactus or something.
Yeah. All I know is that Twilight Sparkle is the Harry Potter of this, and that's like saying, Harry Potter can become like. No, I guess Headmaster
Dumbledore?
would be different, but like can become Dumbledore.
You guys are all terrible.
Like Harry Potter is now related to Dumbledore, just 'cause.
And that's where the whole communist thing comes in. If you know if anyone, I know none of you did this history, but in Soviet Russia, this is how it worked. You had the Kremlin, and I'm going to use Stalin because everyone knows Stalin. The horrible dictator, and we have Trolestia, so we're going to leave it at that. But basically, we have the Kremlin, which is in control of thousands of other countries, but they're called republics. Now, think about Equestria. Think about, there are apparently other kingdoms.
Crystal Empire.
Crystal Empire and the Saudi Arabian...
Saddle Arabia.
Saddle Arabia.
Which I'm convinced that Celestia went to in that episode to go bomb them for oil.
Don't worry, I'll get to that. Essentially, we have 3 established kingdoms. And I don't know if there's some kind of weird dragon empire somewhere, but I'm going to leave that one alone. The point is, we have 3 established kingdoms, but here's the thing. All of it is ruled by one area, and that's Canterlot. That is Equestria, a capital. So, if you look at it from a political perspective, Celestia isn't... It's basically to them a god, because she controls the fucking sun. Luna is vice president?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess.
And Cadence is basically been sent to take control of another kingdom, which under reality would be another republic under Celestia's control.
Yeah, it was just kind of said out of nowhere. Cadence and Shining Armor, rule this bitch now.
And the worst part is they took over from another king.
That's what happens when you throw your wife.
That happened afterwards.
Oh, okay.
But in a sense, that's what happened. Celestia didn't like another ruler, so what do? Well, you find a way to get rid of him and send in another pair of rulers.
Well, I mean, King Sombra's been gone for a long time now.
Yeah, there was no. He was gone. There was no.
Like,
more
it's not like the
Yeah,
Discord
so was the
situation.
Empire.
But that's basically, but you get what I mean.
Okay. I'm sorry, you mentioned Discord. It reminded me of the, Keep Calm and Flutter On episode. We have to talk about that next. Oh, man.
But in a sense, what I'm trying to say is, Equestria is no monarchy. It's a communist nation.
Yeah. Definitely.
She's basically the Stalin of this world. So not as violent and genocidal and.
That's pending what she did in Saddle Arabia.
Depending on what we don't know actually happened there.
Very true.
If that's what happened there, she's equivalent to President Bush in the invasion of Iraq. But oh no, I've angered the American fans. I apologize deeply.
I don't.
No, you don't.
You guys went after the terrorists.
Here's another thing that I'm gonna say. Fucking Alicorns, they're not born. They're made.
They're apparently made.
They are apparently made
Then where
when
did
you...
Luna and Celestia come from?
Luna and Celestia used to be either unicorns or Pegasi because Alicorns they're not born.
Did they just take the power of the moon and the sun and become an alicorn?
The show explains how Twilight gained her power. Apparently, if you're reach your ultimate goal, you become an Alicorn.
Huh.
Apparently, you reach your ultimate goal, magic start, rainbow moonbeams happen, and then you get your magic powers.
So I guess sending Luna to the moon was a good thing.
I guess so.
I guess, but
Because then she wouldn't have turned into an alicorn otherwise. She
Well,
would
no,
be a
she
unicorn.
was an Alicorn before that because we see her in flashbacks.
No, Luna.
She was an Alicorn before that.
Like, there's a bunch of things about when she turned from Nightmare Moon to regular.
No, Nightmare Moon is just a split personality disorder thing that she has.
Exactly, but when she turns normal again, she literally looks like someone who put wings on the unicorn.
Which is what an Alicorn is.
Exactly.
Now, I mean, I think that Celestia and Luna were always Alicorns, and that just Equestria was made because of them. If there's such a thing as an Equestrian Bible, I'm pretty sure it'll say in the beginning there was Celestia and Luna.
which would make sense considering that Celestia controls the sun, which basically controls all existence. Basically.
Discord was the snake.
Oh.
And Discord was the snake. What the fuck?
In the gun. Right.
Can we just call friendship the apple?
Oh my god, we just compared my little pony to the Holy Bible. Oh,
Isn't this fucking fantastic?
So we went from
Freaking amazing.
communism
It doesn't matter, they're
to
both friends.
Bible. We are gonna piss off so many people with this one.
Communism and Christianity, folks. You heard it right here. They're pretty much interchangeable.
That's the worst part. They don't mix at all.
Communism, Christianity, you pretty much got the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh no,
Terrible person.
No.
People here, okay? You can't do that.
No.
Racial comedy here on Black and White. Who knew?
Oh, shut up. You can't compare. It's stupid. It just seems so dumb.
Oh, this whole thing's dumb.
Dude.
Now, I think at this point we should all talk about the greatest villain that ever lived, King Sombra.
King Sombra. Oh, look at me. I'm a cloud. Ooh, I'm so threatening. Ooh.
Rainbow Dash could have taken care of him really easy.
Can I tell you guys a true story?
Where's the threats?
Can I tell you guys a true story?
What?
At the final scene, I was so fucking tired with the Crystal Empire bullshit that they were doing. At the final scene, when King Sombra is like the black mist and he's heading over the town, I legitimately started singing "Slammed Beneath Me."
Yes.
Slime up above.
Did you know that Ferngully is on Netflix?
Thank you very much, Netflix advertiser.
Stop product placing in this broadcast,
I'm
please.
sorry.
We better get ad revenue for this.
We're probably not, but we might because of Raychan, so it's okay.
I'm sorry. It was just a really big deal for me.
I don't know. I did say like a couple minutes ago that Netflix was completely shit.
Is it sad that I have that song on my phone?
No, it's not.
No, Tim Curry is amazing.
Not the slightest.
I sing that song when I'm in too much of a good mood.
I've never seen it though.
You've never seen what?
It.
Oh, you're saving yourself the trouble.
You are.
Just remember that they float.
They always float.
I saw that part. I saw the sound of thing. So,
It's pretty much like he cut out the boring parts.
yeah.
We watched that whole movie and tried to play a drinking game with that. That was
Johnny got effed up.
oh, that was ridiculous. Okay, so where were
With Pop.
how the hell did we get from King Sombra to It? Oh, a much better topic.
Very easily, because Tim Curry should have voiced King Sombra.
Yes. You got John Delancey in to play fucking Q. And King Sombra didn't have one goddamn line.
Sort of roaring a lot.
He was just kind of like...
I think he actually did have a piece of dialogue.
I'm like, thanks for that, Shredder. Now I need to fire my surface-to-air cadence missile.
Which was glorious. That to me right there is just the best thing out of that entire season.
Spike, you're great and all, and I'm gonna let you finish. But the surface-to-air cadence missile was the best attack of all time.
Remember, folks, when all else fails, when your RPGs fail, when your Scorpion Evo fails, when your fucking nukes fail, throw your wives.
Don't even throw the cheese. You throw the cheese first, and if that doesn't work, throw your wives.
For those Call of Duty fans out there who actually get this joke, when the Scorpion Evo fails, throw your wife. You don't even know how stupid that gun is. Okay, it doesn't even matter. Just that one moment, I want that moment framed and put on my wall.
Fucking cod fucker. So are we done with MLP?
I think
Wait,
we're
I actually
done.
have something I want to say.
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay, so you know those two episodes they had, the one with Spike looking after the animals and then the one after it?
Yeah.
Okay, so those two episodes were put in the wrong order.
They did that on purpose.
It shouldn't have been done like that. It should have went ponies, then the dragon.
Yeah, but they,
Would it
Yeah,
make more
I think at that point it would have been a lot better, but I thought it was kind of cool how they blended those two episodes together.
I'm gonna be
It was
honest
really cool.
with you. You know those episodes, the one about them taking that Olympic committee person?
Yeah.
I hate episodes that follow that formula.
I called that formula
That-
the moment I saw it.
That story where you have where that person you're supposed to take, and you take the wrong person for the whole episode. It's much like how Doug Walker hates the liar reveal story. I hate that story so much.
I didn't like that episode.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with that one with you guys. Like, they went to pick her up, and they found one person, or they found one pony. I immediately looked at the screen and went, that's not her.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what I did.
It's like, guys, you don't just see the first person. It's a train. Do not automatically say that there's one person on the train.
We're looking for a flower print luggage. Color me fucking ready.
I don't get this. This is common sense.
Which
Common
apparently,
sense ain't so common anymore.
after 3 seasons of bullshit, they don't get.
Twilight, you're the smartest one here. God damn it.
I don't have anything to say about this at all.
Your fandom has now died.
It's died so slowly.
You
It's
refuse
so.
to watch the Alicorn episode.
I did, because. No.
The fans for this are now completely divided because now the fans who absolutely are not going to follow this like you, and the fans who, like me, want to follow because I want to see what they're going to do with this.
Exactly, that's what I'm
The
gonna
thing
do.
is, I know, not for a fact, but I have a good understanding of where this is gonna go, and I don't want to follow it at all. I don't want to even touch it. Just let it go.
I'm going to see it to the end because it's just such an interesting thing. That I want to see what they're going to do with it. I want to see their failure because I want to see how can they incorporate Alicorn Twilight to an entire 26 episode season. Yeah, 26 episodes, I believe, is what the season's going to be like.
I might see one episode in the new season just out of curiosity, and then just not.
Here's a little by-the-by for me. I'm going to watch Season 4 for the exact same reason I continue to tune in to Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown.
What's that?
WWE.
No, I meant why.
It's that this is such a train wreck of what I used to love. This is a headfirst dive into solid, dry cement that you kind of have to sit back and watch it happen to believe it. Like, the Bad Seed episode pissed me off. Legitimately pissed me off.
That episode angers you to its ninth degree. I understand
I don't know why I like the song in that episode, but I do.
The Bad Seed song that the Cutie Mark Crusaders did it was good. I liked it. I think it was actually probably the best part of that episode.
I agree.
It was good, but that episode, you hate it because no real lesson was learned.
Is it bad that I like Babs?
I don't care about Babs.
Babs is about as shallow as Achilles heel. Let's not get that twisted.
But she made me laugh a lot.
Babs has no character. She was bullied back in Manhattan. Really? Maybe we could see some flashbacks of that. You know?
We did.
No, okay. What we saw was not a fucking flashback. What we saw was a 2-minute time jump.
You want to see flashback? Go watch Naruto. Come back to me when we're done with flashbacks.
Yeah, seriously.
Naruto is one gigantic flashback, I'm pretty sure.
Ridiculous. No, if you actually read the new chapter, they're doing another flashback.
Oh, sweet dicks.
He doesn't die.
Not Naruto, it's called flashback, okay?
It's called Sasuke Shippuden at this point.
Oh yeah, they finally brought him back. Like, you know, he's finally there now. Like, he's important.
Oh, he's back?
Like, Naruto's gone out to do his own thing. Sasuke's there now. Like, he's not with Naruto, but he's got to do something else.
The kind of
Wonder to secretly love Sasuke, okay? Okay.
the way I look at Sasuke is the way I look at PlayStation All-Stars. You are trying
to play that for the longest time.
you are trying to win a war that has already been won.
You've lost. All-Stars should have existed years ago.
Super Smash Bros. Brawl is when it should have existed.
But
And then you told me that Sackboy had the potential to beat up Kratos, and I was done.
Oh no, Sackboy is one of the stupidest characters in that game. If we're gonna rant about All-Stars, by the way, I'm gonna make this clear, folks. All-Stars is a good game, but I am pissed out of my mind about that game. I don't know why, because Sony has completely forgotten about its most famous and ancient character, Crash fucking Bandicoot. I will never accept the fact that they still haven't put him in this goddamn game yet.
Yeah, he should have probably been in that game.
Damn it. Who the hell wants Emmett? What's his name in this game? God.
Isn't it fucking fantastic that since Smash Bros. Brawl already has Snake, they had to deal with Raiden?
Well, it's not that bad, because Raiden's awesome. It's too bad he's one of the most broken characters in the game, but they had to patch him to fix him.
Well, because at this point, they've done all they can with Snake, which is why they made Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Yeah, we won't be seeing him again, I don't think, in another Brawl, unless they make him an old man.
There is another Brawl scheduled, though.
I know that. I just hope they expand the roster. Finally, we can get the Geno fans to shut the the hell up if they put him in the game.
Dion, the game is supposed to be in conjunction with Namco Bandai. From what I've heard.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Oh god.
You think they're actually gonna finally like answer the fanboys and put Mega Man in it?
Maybe.
If Capcom allows it. If Capcom, and you wanna know the worst part is they might incorporate a different Mega Man, because there are 3 Mega Mans they can put in this game. Well, probably no, 4. You can put the original from the original Mega Man games. They can put Mega Man from Mega Man X.
I'd say put Mega Man from the original Mega Man games, and kind of like Pokemon Trainer and Zelda, have them like down B switch into like different powers.
They have to
Well, like
incorporate.
Red?
So
Zelda?
What, Red?
Yeah, Pokemon.
Yeah, Red and Zelda.
But his idea is basically you have the ability to switch the powers via color palette. So in a sense, it's just like what Zelda does with Sheik. But there's such a variety of the powers is ridiculous. As long as they don't use some friggin' Train Man's power, I'm brutally fine. Fucking power slide, that move is so useless.
Go Mega Man from Mega Man 2.
Oh, we need to get Metal Man right in there. I'm sorry, Metal Man's power automatically has to be one of them. That power is the most devastating power in the Mega Man series. Period.
Was that the blades?
The blades.
Yeah.
The most deadly attack in the game.
I was just thinking they might also do something like they did with Kirby as his powers.
Yeah.
Oh, like suck up and copy?
No, his different abilities, but without changing forms.
Okay, that makes sense. It's possible. It could work, actually. My one concern, going back to the All-Stars, this game, and now we're going to talk about All-Stars, because I've played this game enough times now. The game is good. It's a well-balanced design game. I like its play style. It's a lot different from Brawl. Don't go into it. By the way, if you're playing this game for the first time, don't go into it thinking it's exactly like Brawl.
Don't go into it thinking it's like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom either.
No, it's completely different.
Is it?
It is. Oh man, it is. The controls they're tricky to handle. But the thing about this game that angers me is just this is not a nostalgia trip. Brawl is a nostalgia trip. We have nostalgic characters. We have characters many people don't even remember. Who in the hell remembers the Ice Climbers?
Mr. Game & Watch.
Pit.
It was probably
Pit.
one of the best characters in the game.
Brawl is the only reason that Kid Icarus is remembered by, like, anybody who isn't, like, an old school NES
Yes.
I know
gamer.
Kid Icarus. And I'm not one of those NES gamers.
Okay, so how do you know Kid Icarus if the only game prior to Brawl that Kid Icarus was on the NES?
Because it was a DS game.
No,
That came out afterwards.
That came out afterwards. I'm saying, like, the popularity that made Kid Icarus Uprising even happen was from Brawl.
And in a sense, but that's just it. We had historic characters. We had history. All-Stars happened. And I'm like, I look at this roster and I said, yes, you have nostalgic characters, that's fine. You have Sir Daniels from Medieval, whoever remembers that game. You have Spike from Ape Escape. Everyone remembers that game. Ape Escape was hilariously fun. You have, and then there's characters that just make no sense.
Fucking
Evil and
Sackboy.
Evil and Good Cole?
Yeah, I heard those are separate characters.
They're separate characters. Why?
What?
Yes.
Cole McGrath?
Yes, from Infinite. They're separate characters. Why? Why are these separate characters? It makes no sense.
Because
Then they have the new Dante. Oh my god.
New Dante.
The new Dante, we'll call him that because they
So
can't
we call him Nante.
oh, you mean Nante?
Nante. And what's the other nostalgia character I outlined? They have Hayachi.
Hayachi from what?
From
Hayachi, the dog?
Tekken.
Oh, no.
Oh, Heihachi, you mean?
Hey, got Hayachi. Tekken.
Really?
They've got fucking Heihachi.
Yes.
You know what? He should be completely broken.
He's not, though.
Guy can catch a tomahawk in his teeth and eat it.
The two most... we discovered that the original character... And then there's the DLC characters. But the most broken characters in this game... Oh, no. I'm not done yet with the stupid characters, actually. Fat Princess. We're done here.
Really?
Fat Princess in this game. Why?
Who? Okay, I'm not gonna say who remembers that game because we all remember that game like we remember the irate gamer. Who liked that game?
Which game is this?
The Fat Princess is basically a game where I believe it was these little gnome guys that are supposed to be helping get food for this princess who can't stop eating. It's cake.
Oh, so I heard it right. Fat Princess.
Yeah, that's her. That's
Yeah, no, you heard that.
Fat Princess.
Fat Princess.
Okay. I've never heard of this game. I don't.
What the
I
blue
have never
fuck?
played any game older than DS games. Honestly, I'm a horrible gamer.
Don't worry, you're getting there. I already bought you the N64. You're fine. The point
You
is,
didn't buy me anything.
I let you play. The point is, this is a game that's just so shallow with the characters. It's a money grab, is what it is. Because they put Kratos in this game, which I'm fine with. But why is Nathan Drake in this game?
Oh my
Why
god.
is Sackboy in this game?
Because somebody out there wants Uncharted to do well.
Uncharted is a good game. Trust me, it's a good game.
It's Race Relations the game, and this is coming from the guy who created Black and White.
But by the way, folks, whoever plays Nathan Drake and actually uses him as the main character, fuck you! Because all it is, Nathan Drake's character, basically what it is him summoning a giant barrel that detonates on impact. That is his main...
Huh?
So he can summon one of the items from Smash Brothers Brawl.
It's a metal drum that just appears from out of nowhere. He kicks it, and it travels for a distance, stunning you, knocking you in the air, and then detonating your ass. If I'm gonna go on a tangent in this game, some of the characters are just stupidly broken. Raiden had to be patched because his first level special. By the way, the special system in this game works at level 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
With 3 being the most devastating of all because it basically covers the whole field and can kill everyone. Everyone has their own different specials. Some good, some incredibly retarded. Like what's his face? Like Raiden's level 1. His level 1 was so cheap they actually had to patch it within I believe the first week of the game's release.
What did he do?
Basically what it is once you get to level 3, he basically just goes on his hands on a handstand and basically spins around in this electric tornado. But when it first came out, there was no escaping that twister. Once you were in his radius, you were dead. And it was the duration that they believed they had to patch. Because that thing lasted forever back when it first came out.
Was it kind of like, I hate to compare it to Brawl because you said not to, but was it kind of like Meta Knight's Hornado?
Yeah, basically. Well, not as long, but think about it as a wide radius, and think of it just killing you. It didn't move as fast, but it was there. If you got people in a corner, there was no escape. And then there's Kratos.
And then there's fucking Kratos.
That's not heard of Kratos.
Kratos is bad.
Wait, which one is he from again?
God
Just
of
to
War.
remind me. Okay. Yeah, I was right. Okay.
Okay. He's banned. If you go online this game. In other words, he's the easiest character to use in the game.
So what you're saying is if I ever get PlayStation All-Stars, spam Kratos like a bitch.
And you're basically set for life, because you can win the battle.
Okay, so
Ethan Drake's barrel.
he's the equivalent to Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3's Ghost Rider.
Pretty much.
I played Ghost Rider for like 5 seconds and almost beat like all 3 characters that I was fighting. I have no idea how to use Ghost Rider.
And then there's the new DLC character, Cats. Let me explain something. When they first came up with the concept for this character, by the way, anyone who's with me on the DLC being bullshit for not including Crash Bandicoot or Spyro, you better join me on this one because they better come up with it or I'm breaking the game. When they first designed her, they had to pull her back because they had designed the character so broken that they realized during beta, oh my god, if we release this, she's worse than Kratos.
And who's this again?
Just Cat. That's her name.
Okay.
Done from a PSP.
With a K?
I believe it's with a K. No, I think it's C. It's just Cat.
Okay.
And I don't know what she comes from a PSP exclusive, PS Vita exclusive. I think it's Gravity Force or something.
That's really nostalgic there.
Oh yeah, this game is full of nostalgia. The other character in this game that my brother Ken never seemed to beat is Sly Cooper.
Sly.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. We now have the world's most annoying counter character. The man has no dodge ability, no block, but what he can do is turn invisible.
Sounds like the Simic deck of Brawl.
No, I'm not kidding.
Not every Magic the Gathering into this, but...
He turns transparent.
Jesus.
I still think Marth in Melee is worse.
Marth in Melee wasn't that bad.
Yeah, sure.
Princess Peach.
I still think Princess Peach was better in Melee than she is in Brawl. They made her too weak in Brawl.
Oh, hell yeah, but that's only because, Princess Peach is kind of fucking weak.
She was my favorite character to use in Melee.
Okay, but that's because you're an asshole.
You can use your Peach. I'm keeping my Zelda, thank you very much.
The entire point is, in a fighting game, Peach should not be better than Mario. Because that begs the question why he needs to save her.
The first place.
If she can go ahead and do that bullshit from fucking Strikers Charged,
You mean the Empress Strike?
the Empress Strike,
He just pointlessly be just to humor her. Because he never finds her.
which, by the way, was apparently what won her a death battle with Zelda on Screw Attack.
That was freaking amazing.
Normally I don't call bullshit on Screw Attack.
No, you should see the hatred for Superman versus Goku.
I didn't even watch it.
Oh man, you wanna know who won?
Sure.
Superman.
What?
Makes sense.
It makes sense
The
because
Man of Steel, man.
no, yeah, that's basically what it was. It basically their argument was Goku is a man who breaks limits. Now think about this. Superman doesn't have any limits. Do you see the problem here?
This is why I love DC.
And essentially, we all know Superman was broken anyways without kryptonite, so...
This is why you love DC.
Yeah.
Let me make this very, very clear to you. Superman is one of the only people in the Justice League that actually has superpowers.
That's not true! That is not true.
Superman, Green Lantern, Flash, Aquaman. If you want to fucking count Aquaman.
Have you seen Aquaman race the Kraken?
I bet it's phenomenal. I'll stand on land.
The Kraken, technically... The Kraken...
He stands on everything.
The
So,
Kraken
Okay.
Destroy things in land.
Okay, Super Scrub. I don't want to make this a whole Avengers versus, Justice League thing, but you brought on the Kraken.
Oh, come at me, bro.
Okay, we have a direct killer for fucking Aquaman.
Oh, God.
Thor.
There we go, and the battle's over.
The basic person who ever has played Pokemon knows that electric beats water.
Fish sticks,
Oh my God.
squid balls and fish sticks, get them while they're hot.
Seriously. Oh, and let's just say that the Thunder didn't incredibly nuke the Kraken immediately. Especially seeing as it comes from a god. Then I would just fucking set up a golf tee and tee off with Mjolnir.
To be brutally honest,
Okay, yes, the hammer's all
I don't know
great.
what I want to see. I want to see Thor versus Superman because the two just seem so. That would have been a much better fight in my eyes. Because what they did with Thor in Death Battle was they basically pitted him up against Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
And
Here's how that battle ended up.
we've seen that Thor can travel between planets. I see no reason he can't go to Krypton, completely melt Mjolnir around.
No, you don't understand. Krypton's destroyed. There's no Krypton.
Okay,
It's gone.
but Kryptonite still exists.
Yeah, in the deep crevices of space. Like, you have to search for it.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is that Thor might have to swim around for a bit.
A long time.
Okay.
That crap was, like, spread. It's like when the sun explodes.
Yeah.
It's gone.
He'd still be able to find it.
If
Just
you
get
find
Loki to
you're
go up there and
finding
find
a
it.
sliver, You're finding a sliver, and the most you're gonna do is give Superman a really crappy paper cut, okay?
I mean, I could say Superman was the worst thing ever for Superman, though. But regardless of that, the point is, for Superman versus Goku, they ultimately pointed. They basically gave Goku a power. He basically tried to calculate Goku's power and compare it to Superman's. Not even close to their calculations. Superman just dominates him in every single stat.
Superman's amazing.
Dominates him every. But here's the thing, though. You don't need to have stats. You didn't have to see the episode to know that Superman was going to win this fight. There was one key factor that was basically finish the battle for him. Finish Goku right there.
And what's that?
He broke the kryptonite. He broke the kryptonite. Because
Who did?
Goku. In a situation where if Superman suddenly got somehow, and this is how they portrayed it, ended up next to a little crystal of kryptonite and was on his knees, Goku would break the kryptonite. Because as we all know, or don't know, Goku is a selfless fighter. He wants to fight someone at his very best. He's not Vegeta, where he'll find a weakness and he'll see his opportunity and vaporize you in 10 seconds. No. Goku also has the intelligence of a stump.
We're
Yep.
dealing with an overpowered Force Gump here.
Oh my god, yes we are. I've never seen that in comparison before, but that is accurate.
Also, I have a question. Nighttime or daytime? Was it night or day during the fight?
It was day.
Makes sense. Superman's powered by the sun.
Regardless, because wondering what it was, in the middle of the fight they had Goku turn into Super Saiyan 4 and all of a sudden clouds suddenly happened. Like it does in the show.
Yeah, and, like, the sun is a great battery charger, but it's not his main. It's not where he gets all of his power from. Like, that's how he can still fly around and destroy shit at night. Like, I think it's Superman 2.
It's fucking amazing how many hardcore DC fans will claim that Superman can fly. I'm sorry. I'm not even a big fucking comic book fan. Superman cannot fly.
What does he do then?
He leaps. He jumps.
Either way, he's still in the air for a certain amount of time that makes it look like he is flying. People mistake him for a plane. Like when you're jumping that high for that long, it's easy to mistake it as flying for anybody.
And don't even get me started on how fast the man can move.
Exactly.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
No, it's not even faster than a speeding bullet. Johnny, in a comic book, they calculated that its speed is moving faster than the speed of light.
Also, didn't we just mention that he has no limits?
That is literally impossible.
And yet, somehow...
It's just that he chooses not to.
No, it's a strength limit. He doesn't have a strength limit.
No. Here's the thing, though. If any DC comic fan knows, here's the thing. If Superman... They basically... What happens in Superman in the future, I'm going to tell you this right now. What would you do? What would happen if you threw Superman in the sun? For too long.
I feel like the sun would explode.
No, it wouldn't.
No?
No.
Would he explode?
No, far from it. He absorbs the energy from the sun, guys. Think about this for a second.
Yeah, no, that makes much more sense.
He essentially becomes God.
So he becomes Celestia?
Basically.
Is that how Alicorns are made? They get thrown into the sun?
And that's how Alicorns were made. Good night, everybody.
Superman is an Alicorn. Oh god, we just pissed off the animal defense.
Don't compare my Superman to your gay little ponies.
What you're saying is
What
that
have we done?
It's the
he absorbed the sun.
Oh, what have we done? Oh god.
Wait. So Dion, you're saying he absorbed the energy of the sun?
He absorbs the energy of the sun and becomes God.
But wait,
Basically.
think about it, Dion. Think about this. Every time he attacks someone, they can all say, "It all changed when the Fire Nation attacked."
You horrible man. Either way, the fact remains that without Superman, the Flash, and Green Lantern, that entire team would suck ass.
No, you got Wonder Woman who has that lasso.
Oh, you've got Wonder Woman, who's got a lasso.
No, she's an Amazon woman. She has like the power of being freaking humongous.
We're gonna talk about the most useless members of the Justice League. I'm gonna point out and say Hawkwoman, and we're done here.
Okay, we don't even count her anymore. Wonder Woman. Let me tell you the powers of Wonder Woman. And because my mother is a giant fan of Wonder Woman, she knows this shit. Here are the powers of Wonder Woman. She has a lasso that can make people tell the truth. I'd love to see her use that on Loki.
Yeah.
She's got bracelets that reflect bullets. How cute.
She has super strength.
She does not have super strength. She was raised in Amazonia. She's essentially a bodybuilder.
So she has any strength the bodybuilder would have.
She does not have superhuman strength. She does not have superhuman speed. She has nothing.
She's just really big.
She is really big, and that is amazing, and Tony Stark.
What she needs to do is to make a suit out of these bracelets.
But the thing is,
She needs to have a nice long talk with Tony Stark.
I would like to see her bracelets block Iron Man's giant giga laser of death.
Hey, freaking Captain America's shield did.
that's made out of adamantium. Well, adamantium.
It is.
And that shield is friggin'... to this day, I want someone to explain the physics of how that shield somehow rebounds as a boomerang. Well,
Well, it's because it's supposed to be concave, right? I think.
Okay.
It's like a frisbee.
Okay, you know what? Maybe that would be a better match. That would be a better match. Captain America versus Wonder Woman.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. I think that'd be kind of cool. Now, Captain America is genetically enhanced, mind you. And his shield, it takes up an arm, which her bracelets do not, but it also covers more of his body.
He's essentially...
Did we not forget what Wonder Woman is wearing half the time?
You mean,
now,
like, fuck all?
I mean all the time.
Like, well, no, I only say half the time because of her other, like, her alter ego that wears, like, a suit. But, like, basically, it's just...
It's a leotard.
It's a leotard.
It's a leotard bathing suit, America, we love you, freedom thing that's supposed to be for bodybuilders. So it definitely brings in, like, the whole aspect of her being a bodybuilder.
Those of you on the comments, correct us if we are wrong. But
Yeah,
anyways, but here's the thing though. That costume is the reason why in Death Battle she lost to Rogue. Yeah, they pitted her against Rogue.
That's not even fair. Rogue can take powers, man.
Put fucking Wonder Woman against anybody and she'd lose. She has no powers.
But in Death Battle, they portrayed her to have powers.
Okay, that's sweet. They fucked up.
She had the super strength, and she essentially loses to Rogue's kiss of death, which would kill anyone.
Which
That
was
is
hot.
definitely gonna bring up a lot of fan fictions.
Oh, you should have seen it.
Probably already has.
Oh, that was.
I'm pretty sure it has.
If we're gonna stay on Death Battle, I might as well do some rant about how some of these episodes are stupid, just like Deadliest Warrior.
Oh no, I was gonna continue bashing the Justice League.
Well,
Let me immediately get the hate and all the hate mail from every single DC fan out there,
Including me.
including you, for saying this one thing. Batman as a fucking superhero is pathetic.
Okay, I may be like one of many of DC fans, but that is the only thing I will agree with you with. I think Batman, sorry DC fans, I'm sorry, call me a fake fan, I don't care. Batman is so pointless. It's just a rich guy with a lot of money, which basically, that's pointless, but rich guy, body crap off of God, Morgan Freeman. It's just like ripping shit because he has money. Literally, both with the comics and the movies, and he started rooting for Joker. Because this is retarded. I'm just like, Joker, you are really effed up, but you have way more meaning to be a villain than Batman has to be a hero.
And here's the thing, Joker continues to get captured for one express reason. He fucking wants to be.
Yeah. There was a time, Batman Arkham Asylum. No. I forgot what the comic was. God. There was a graphic novel with Batman, like a recent graphic novel, where Joker gets captured once again. And literally, while he's in jail, poisons the water supply and kills, I think, like 20 plus scout boys. Random scout boys. Just 20 plus of them die because he poisons the water supply from the prison and it just travels to like wherever. And probably some other people died too. But like
And some other guys. But who cares? They weren't given names. They were gonna die anyway.
Number 665.
character 2, character 3, whatever.
Wait. So Joker became. Oh wow, that's.
He basically just. I think he reserves a spot in the prison just to freaking relax. This is my vacation.
He really does.
If we're gonna stay with Batman, to me, what Batman is tragic case done wrong. For those of you who are now about to, people, hold your send letters for a second. Hold your send letters.
Don't press send.
Don't press send just yet. Let me explain why Batman is, in my eyes, a weak character. The man's insane, people.
Yeah, he is. If anyone really notices, especially in the comic book, he's just as crazy as Joker.
No, he's insane for the sole reason of he has no mental stability, folks. Let's look at it this way. I'm going to outline the befriended another little child, another teenage girl, who also helps with them on his missions occasionally. He still
We're
doesn't
talking about
talk to.
Batgirl?
No, we're still talking about either one, because Batgirl might as well live in the same. Why is she here?
Batgirl essentially is this chick that like finds out about his identity, and she's like, she's like in a position of high authority in like a fucking journalist thing, and she's like, I'm gonna help you, and he's like, no, you're not, and she goes, yes, I am, and he goes, okay.
And Batman has
So
no sense.
basically, she's like the new Robin? That's exactly what happened with Robin.
No, she's not the new one. She's just there.
And then there was Catwoman.
And no, we don't even care about Catwoman.
God damn, sexy.
Catwoman has her own. Catwoman's just a regular thief. I don't know why she dresses like that, but I don't care.
She's a regular temptress.
Oh, don't even.
Halle Berry portrays her perfectly. Okay, quote unquote, perfectly.
GTFO out of the call right now. Oh my fuck.
I'm not even gonna comment on the blasphemy that just came out of your mouth.
Send your send letters to that one right now.
No, yeah, no. You want to send the letters to Rhea? Do it.
No, hear me out. I'm not saying that I completely agree with this. I completely don't agree with it. It's complete blasphemy. I agree with that. I agree with you guys being blasphemy and all that. And you can send me hate mail, because I understand it. It's perfectly fine. But it's the whole principle of the matter. That
Halle
it's just
Berry as Catwoman is
Horrid.
incredibly sexy.
No, well, that could totally be a principle, you know? Like, it's the principle of the matter being, it's completely retarded. How fucking spiritual do you have to be to be like, okay, Halle Berry fucking falls into a fucking sewer somehow, or she gets into a fucking sewer, dies, cats surround her for some reason, and she takes in the soul of a cat. What is that?
And that basically outlines why Catwoman the movie is retarded.
I'm sorry. You know, I would rather take Shaolin Showdown's Cat Nappe before I would take Halle Berry's Catwoman. You were given one job. And you fucking failed
so
it.
now we're done ripping Catwoman.
No, wait, I'm gonna say this one thing before we finish this off. I would be more accepting of Catwoman if it was like a Spider-Man thing, and it was like a retarded, half-mutated cat that bit her, and she turned into a cat thing.
I'd shoot my web at that. Okay, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Halle Berry is a comic book trader.
She is.
Because she goes for Catwoman, who is DC, after playing
Storm.
Storm.
She's just like, I'm gonna go wherever the fuck I want.
Ryan Reynolds is doing the same thing. He played Green Lantern, which is DC, and he's playing Deadpool, which...
Ryan Reynolds is playing Deadpool.
No, he played Deadpool first, and then he played Green Lantern.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Deadpool's not out.
He played Deadpool in freaking Origins. Origins.
Oh, yeah, he played Deadpool in Origins, and they fucked Deadpool right up.
Yeah, they did.
Here's the thing. Everybody was like, he did horrible in Green Lantern. I don't think he did horrible. But I'll tell you what did happen in the Green Lantern movie. That was not, that was not Hal Jordan. That was Hal Jordan being written into Ryan Reynolds.
I feel like it was a glorified children's movie. I thought it was cheesy. I thought it was
Oh, wow, you mean like a comic book?
just a big giant block of Swiss cheese. It was
Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. Actually, I do want to say something to this whole Green Lantern thing.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we actually ended up watching that in our English class, and our teacher, at the beginning of the movie where his father gets blown up,
Uh-huh.
teacher was laughing his ass off at this guy getting blown up. So I didn't find it funny that his father died. I found it funny that after he died, there was an ambulance that came by after the plane blew up.
Yeah, it's like,
I was wondering why.
Okay.
Who did they save?
Yeah, it's like, let's...
Of his father into a jar and put it on a stretcher and then went away.
Da 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 da. Fuck you.
The family members in past plane crashes and the same similarities. We apologize for any of you who feel offended.
Yes, we're sorry.
But now you're looking at Ryan Reynolds, the king. Well, not the king, maybe, but like, he's a step up from Dane Cook when it comes to physical comedy.
Real close.
Real close.
I really liked him in Blade Trinity.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah.
He made that movie because Wesley Snipes was fucking shit in that movie. And
He was there.
I loved Ryan Reynolds in that movie.
Yeah.
And then I think of not Ryan Reynolds as Hal Jordan is Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds as Hannibal King is Deadpool. And I'm like, I want to see that.
Yeah.
That is fan-fucking-tastic. And if that's not going to happen, then give us Jim Carrey.
Have you seen Jim Carrey in the New Magicians movie?
I have seen the trailer for that today.
I think he's lost his fucking mind.
This is Jim Carrey. What was never lost can't be lost now.
It's true, but
I need to see that. It's been Jim Carrey's
I
lost.
feel like he had more of like a structure of what kind of movies he was doing at the beginning, and then he just like had a midlife crisis and was like, I'm gonna do whatever fucking movie they ask me to. I don't even care.
Yeah, I guess this does kind of seem like National Treasure meets like Talladega Nights.
Yes.
No, not that.
Come on, man. He's there with his like blonde hair that's like down to his fucking ribs and like the dark roots. He looks like a fucking friend of mine. That oh my god.
He looks like David Tennant's character in Fright Night.
He kind of does.
Oh god. I need to see this trailer.
You do. It's well, it has him and that other guy. That's
Steve Carell.
Thank you.
Steve fucking Carell. I don't like Steve Carell.
I love him.
When he fully was in his office and fucking Anchorman.
I don't know why. I think he's kind of a greaseball.
I think he's kind of a screwball.
He's
You guys can hate. I loved him in Get Smart, so I'm good.
He's only
I get him and get smart. I'm
I
sorry.
love him.
when either he's the same thing I say about
There was a movie I loved him in. I can't remember what it was. So.
I love him in Anchorman and in The Office I love him in 50-Year-Old Virgin maybe, but
The Office, I liked him. The 50-Year-Old Virgin was too much of the grossness. It was disgusting.
but
I mean, it had its funny moments, but it was disgusting. Like, come on.
I hated Anchorman.
what?
I was not a big fan of Get Smart.
You're gonna get so much hate.
I hated Evan Almighty.
My God.
Nobody watched the... I only hated Evan Almighty because it was a rip-off of Brute Almighty. Like, Bruce Almighty.
It was
I
a
don't know.
sequel to Bruce Almighty.
It was
No, it was not. It was a rip-off. There was nothing to do with Bruce Almighty in that thing.
Yes, there was.
Except for the fact that there was Dawn. And that's it.
No.
everything.
Same concept.
No, it was not the same thing because Steve Carell's character was in Bruce Almighty.
Was he?
Do you remember that scene where like he's the reporter guy that like that
He was like,
yeah, he starts like putting shit on the teleprompter? Yeah, that's Evan. That's Evan.
huh.
Yeah, he's there. He then becomes a politician.
I flew overwhelmed with like Jim Carrey to even notice any other characters.
If we're gonna talk about, I watched Evan Almighty 3 times, and I'm gonna say to this day that movie's stupid.
Yeah,
That movie is dumb.
Right. really annoying.
The only thing that's the only silver lining in that movie is Morgan Freeman.
I look at Steve Carell the way that Angry Jake looks at Adam Sandler. I can't fucking stand the man.
We're done. Adam Sandler, right there. Who remembers Jack and Jill?
I vaguely.
We try not to remember Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill will go down in history as the worst movie I have ever seen.
Didn't it take like every single...
It won out of every category at the Golden Raspberry Awards. And if you don't know what the Golden Raspberry Awards, let me explain. The Golden Raspberry Awards is an award ceremony given 1 week before the Academy Awards. And it is awards given to the worst movies of the year. Worst actor of the year. Jack and Jill won out of, I believe, 12 nominations. It won 11 awards.
Wow.
Adam Sandler won Best Actress.
When you make a movie that does
Or Worst Actress, sorry.
Battlefield Earth and Transformers V, we're done.
Oh.
Yeah, no, this thing got more Razzies than Battlefield Earth.
We're done. This is the worst movie ever put on film. I swear to God it is.
What's the one that they lost?
I believe it was the animation department.
Wow. So they basically won in everything they could possibly win in.
Yes.
Wow. Ah. Horrible.
It is an awful movie. I watched that movie at my friend's house, and to this day, I can never. Okay, so here it is. Worst picture: Jack and Jill. It beat out Bucky Larson, Born to Be a Star, New Year's Eve, Transformers: Dark of the Moon, and Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn Part 1.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah.
This movie was bad.
Oh.
Adam Sandler won the award for Worst Actor, Worst Actress, Worst Supporting Actor, Al Pacino as himself in Jack and Jill. Worst Supporting Actress,
It was Al Pacino?
Yes. David Spade. Yeah, David Spade won Worst Supporting Actress as Monica. Worst Screen Couple, Adam Sandler. Worst prequel, remake, or ripoff of sequel, Jack and Jill. Worst director, Dennis Dugan of Jack and Jill, and his other movie, Just Go With It. Worst screenplay, and worst screen ensemble.
Adam Sandler, you are a big pile of...
So in other words, actually, no,
Self.
hold on. Yeah, it won out of 12 awards, out of all 12 nominations, which is every category, might I remind you, this movie won 10 of them. 10! Adam Sandler will go down in history as after, I believe his movie started going downhill after Click. That's the last Adam Sandler movie I watched.
Yeah, Click was actually a pretty good movie. It had a good moral. I think it had a good moral.
I didn't mind Click.
After Click,
He was kind of funny in it too.
That's
It was consistent, and then it just died.
his career dead in the water. There's no recovery. His career
I think
dead.
Click did really good because of Christopher Walken.
When you put Christopher Walken, it's the same effect as Morgan Freeman. It makes things better.
Yeah, Christopher Walken can only make things better.
Those actors that just come into the movie and you're like, this is the best movie fucking ever.
So now, what I'm gonna do for you is I'm gonna change the subject, but to keep it relevant, I'm gonna do it in a Christopher Walken voice.
Oh, sweet Jesus, please don't. Please don't.
I'm gonna let you in on a bit of information. Who here is a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I'm not.
Yo.
The only one I was a fan of was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when they were in the future. That was it.
Really? I
How
hate
about
that.
you, Mr. Colorless Man?
James, are you a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Nope.
Okay.
Any die-hard fan here of Teenage Mutant
Not a
Ninja
diehard
Turtles?
fan, but I have watched blurbs and certain episodes of each
I've watched
one. I've watched the really old one.
I've watched every TMNT show ever made.
Okay, so what many of you probably already know is that Michael Bay
No.
Yes.
is directing the live-action Ninja Turtles movie.
No.
I can't do that. I can't do the fucking Christopher Walken shit anymore. But yes, he's directing the live-action Ninja Turtles movie. They are not teenagers, and they are not mutants.
Turtles either.
They're aliens. Right?
Yes,
Fuck my life.
they are adult alien Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I give up hope.
They're not turtles. They're aliens. They're aliens from outer space that are ninjas. They're alien fox from outer space.
No, they're ninjas.
Damn it, that's not the... Okay, I'm going to explain to you the plot story because you clearly don't know what you're talking about. God damn
line, but I'm talking about the Michael Bay movie.
Okay, yeah.
They are still
The Michael Bay
turtles
movie is- How?
because they're alien turtles.
But just because it looks like a turtle, because it looks like a turtle, and it thinks like a turtle, and it talks like a turtle, does not make it a turtle. Okay?
Well, apparently it is, because Michael Bay can do whatever the fuck he wants, because apparently he can make 3 shitty movies to make more money than every other director in a single year.
3 shitty movies. Please tell me those 3.
Transformers 1, Transformers 2,
What was good? And then they started putting in those 2 little, like, stupid-ass robots.
Oh, you gotta love Skids and Mudflap.
And then, like, that was stupid. And then the third one was stupid.
Deep Wang.
What was a joke.
I thought Transformers 1 had really good cinematic effects, and it was awesome.
Oh, yes, because Lord knows I get to see hundreds of fighting robots. I don't even know their names. Half of them you don't know their names because after they don't show the name, they don't actually give the names of dialogue. You only know Megatron, you only know Optimus Prime, and the other ones you forget about is that Bumblebee because he's...
That's not true! People who actually give a shit about the Transformers and listen to them when they introduce the entire team will remember those characters. Like when Megatron stepped on Jazz and broke his fucking head off.
But honey, here's the thing though. I have not found not a single diehard fan that likes any of these movies. I have yet to find that diehard fan. These movies are so dated because they're so stupid.
You talked to my uncle, right?
Like, oh my god.
Okay, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. It would be so easy if they just scrapped these 3 movies and they remade the series exactly like the Fall of Cybertron games.
It doesn't have to go that far. You don't know how they made rid of these movies and stop making them so bad?
You guys try the new games of the Transformers ones, like when the first movie came out?
No, I am not. I should.
They have pretty shitty graphics, and literally, it's the stupidest fucking
That's
thing.
because you guys are playing the shitty fucking made for, you know...
No, I'm playing these things just to see how they are. Just like out of curiosity.
Okay, honey, I'm gonna give you a rule. I'm gonna give you a rule as a gamer. Never buy movie-based games.
Who said I buy games?
But no, here's a rule. Never buy them. They are
I
always...
don't buy games. I rent them first so I can try them out. That's why I just try every single game I can possibly find. The shitty one. I try all of them.
You're smart.
So I can
Never buy them.
And then when they're shitty, and I know they're shitty, I don't buy them. But when they're really awesome, I buy them. That's why I rent first.
You're probably the smartest person who's not much of a gamer I've ever heard in my life.
Not much of a gamer. I've played video games since I was young. I just stopped for a really long time.
That's fine. But okay, you know what? Who here's watched every Transformers movie?
Yup.
No.
Okay, who's watched at least 2 of them?
Yep.
Nope.
Wait, what?
Who's watched at least 2 of them?
Yeah.
Okay, who's watched at least one of them and understands why they're so stupid?
Yeah.
Never grew up with Transformers.
Okay, I grew up with Transformers. I actually got the chance to watch the original series even though I wasn't in the 80s.
Freaking Tales Retro.
Tales from Retro didn't even exist back then.
No, I mean now. You can watch it.
Yeah, I know, but I used to be able to watch it. For any fan of Transformers, this was something special. Even the new CG Transformer shows, how silly they were kind of good, except Prime, which I hate.
Beast Wars was good.
Beast Wars, I don't really count that as a Transformers series in the same sense. I think I should, but I don't know.
Since I was younger, I've always wanted a Transformer toy because I thought they were so fucking cool. The way they fucking came apart like a goddamn puzzle. I thought that was awesome.
I never got those action figures to this day. Never did.
When I was younger, I went to a daycare where this kid had literally every fucking Transformer you could possibly. He even had the big ass Transformer that ate planets, and
Unicron.
Yeah, so we would always play with them, and I would literally sit there in the corner with all of the Transformers when he wasn't looking, and just transformed every one of them to cars, and then Transformers, and then cars, and then Transformers, and just it was the funnest thing ever.
Now, Now, here's the thing. I did want to finally drop the big piece of information on you guys. Now, to those people watching this is probably old news. But as soon as I found out Dion didn't know this, I needed to get his reaction, his first reaction to this piece of news on Black and White.
Alright, lay me on me. I know it's something important. I'm ready. Bring on!
April O'Neil is being played by Megan Fox.
I think he dropped everything and left. God damn it!
Why, Michael Bay? Why?
I think
Betray my trust again!
okay, he's destroying his room. Alright, we've lost Dion. Oh my god.
I am not lying.
No, I know you're not. That's the
Oh,
sad.
he's actually giving her a second chance.
Michael Bay!
Aside from Dion's midlife crisis, he's actually giving Megan Fox a second chance. After how she acted to him. Like, she's
Yeah.
a total bitch.
After she called him Hitler.
Yeah.
His exact words, his exact quote is, "We are proud to welcome Megan Fox back to the family.
Really?
Back to the family."
The family? You fucking Hitler hypocritical son of a bitch! Okay.
You good?
Alright then.
Oh my god, I am so done with Michael Bay. I'm done. You wanna know why I'm so pissed off? You wanna know why I'm angry about this? Megan Fox can't act. She's about as shallow as a fucking kiddie pool. She's just a debutante Barbie that can only spout out words and it means absolutely fucking nothing. The only reason why anyone went to watch the first two Transformers movies was to see that fucking Barbie doll walk on this friggin' screen. She doesn't have the right to play April O'Neil, okay? God,
Even I know who Angel is, and I disagree completely.
God,
I think the person who should would be Amy Adams. I think Amy Adams is a lot better.
You know what? I hope she doesn't open a big and even have one line of dialogue. I just hope she gets kidnapped and doesn't say a
Of course she's gonna have dialogue. That's what freaking sucks about it. It's April.
I could think of like 8 different better actresses than this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she doesn't even have the hair.
Yeah.
Fucking
Amy
Anna
Adams,
Kendrick.
Which TMNT are they basing this on? That's
None of them.
None of them. They can't possibly be basing this off of any one of them. They're fucking the story right in the rectum.
So what is it? So what? You know what? No, I want to see what this takes us. He's already ruining the series by basically tearing apart the whole series. So in a sense, he's trying to loophole it by basically making it so that it has nothing to do with the original series, but we all know it already does.
You know what? Well, I'll watch it with you. I don't even care how crappy.
Oh, we're
it is.
all going to see this at once.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
girl.
Because we're vlogging this.
We still need to post our vlog of the Amazing Spider-Man.
No, that failed, remember?
Shit.
Yeah, it's true, it did.
I still have to catch up with my vlogs.
It's you don't understand. This is
So Dion,
oh my goodness, this vexes me so much. She's not an actor.
so Dion,
There.
what you're saying is you don't approve?
I don't. You don't call your director. It's even worse because it's the principle of the thing. You don't call your director Hitler. Leave in the middle of the fucking Transformers series, just because it's a Trump is dead. Wonderful. But you don't go in, call your director a Hitler, and basically come back and say, "Oh, welcome to the family." It's bullshit.
Sorry, I just menstruated all over the place. Can we be friends again?
It's bullshit. What the hell? Why is my phone ringing? What the hell?
I can't flip up my Skype because if I do, it'll get in the way of the video.
Yeah,
Do you
drop
want me
like,
to add it?
yeah, if you can, if he's coming back.
At this point in time, it's like It's
Ricky,
like
what
quarter to
else?
4 in the
Why
morning.
Oh, how long does this last? Jesus Christ.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can add it back.
I got it. Don't worry.
No, whoever's the call leader needs to add him back in.
And that would be me.
That's Dion.
Sure.
Let's get Sean in here, and we'll get our final thoughts.
Add him. God. Tromboy, stop calling me. Rejected. Fish.
How do you people not know how Skype works?
He's calling me while I'm trying to call him. That's why.
Message him and tell him to stop. Stop
God
it,
damn it, Tromboy.
you scrub.
Tromboy. Stop.
I got my mom messaging me on Skype and I can't fucking answer it. Fuck.
Tromboy, stop.
Oh, wait, Rhea, you've got my mom on Skype, right?
Yeah.
Could you just message her and say everything's okay? I just can't answer my Skype.
Hey, according to me.
Sorry.
There, fixed forever.
Sorry.
Okay, so we're basically going for final thoughts considering it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We are all tapped out.
It's almost 4.
It's almost 4 in the morning. We've been talking for...
Good idea. Would like to go to bed, yes.
Okay, so Dion, just shut up for a second. Final thoughts, Sean, you go ahead.
Final thoughts on...
On everything we've talked about, just like sum up your thoughts of what's going on.
Final thoughts, Ponies has gone to hell. I like the third season, had some problems. Nothing to say against Superman, Goku, or anything about the Justice League, because, I don't know, nothing. This TNT thing, Michael Bay gets to go die in a special fire. He gets to go to that special hell, you know, the one reserved for Fox executives, people who in the theater, and child molesters.
Fox executives.
And so, yeah.
Oh, the same people who canceled Family Guy a while ago?
And then brought it back, and then canceled it, and then brought it back, and then canceled it, and then brought it back.
We're not doing this, motherfuckers. James, can we get your final thoughts?
No peace of sleep.
Okay, James passed out. Rhea, final thoughts.
I'm done with ponies. That's done. Hail Superman. Michael Bay's an idiot. I hate you, Megan Fox. And just fuck everything that has to do with movies these days. Just fuck it. Movie theaters shouldn't even exist anymore. Seriously. We should all just be in our houses watching the old time movies because they're way fucking better than whatever the fuck is coming out of the movie theaters.
Did I mention to you guys I got the first season of Full House on DVD?
Oh, nice.
You are a spaz and you should die. You should die and you should feel bad about dying.
I loved it. Dion, final thoughts.
This TMNT thing is going straight to hell. We're going to have bloody riots, and basically Michael Bay will go down in history as one of the worst directors of all time, but somehow makes more money than every other director in, like, I don't know. The only one that would probably trump him is the man who directed Avatar.
James Cameron?
You can trump anybody. Just saying. You can trump anybody. Just saying.
I don't know, who's the one that did, who's the one that did the new Star Trek movie?
Him.
J.J. Abrams.
Oh, J.J. Abrams, never mind. No, yeah, him and J.J. Abrams are the two people who are, like, dominating everybody.
Abrams actually might beat Michael Bay. Because they've got the Star Trek people hating him. They're gonna have the Star Wars people hating him with Ep 7.
They already do. Are you kidding me? That stuff already, like, leaked a long time ago.
And then apparently he's doing the Portal movie.
There's a Portal movie now?
Yeah, he's doing the Portal in the Half-Life movie.
Yeah, there's a Half-Life one too.
Oh yeah, second rule of the video game world. Any movies based on video games will suck.
I liked Prince of Persia.
Go away. Anyways, let me.
Version wasn't that good.
And I guess I'll cap this off with my final thoughts.
I'm not even done mine.
Oh, go for it.
Goku versus Superman. Deal with it. Get everyone who watched Dragon Ball Z. I know it hurts, but in the end, what did you really expect? When you place a man with no limits and a man with plenty of limits, what's bound to happen? And first of all, I'm not gonna wait to the end. I want to see what they're going to do with this Alicorn thing. If it sucks, well, then I'll stop watching the series. But as far as I'm concerned, it was a fun ride while it lasted. Go ahead, Kira. I'm done here.
My final thoughts.
I'm going to burn down someone's house.
Ponies is going downhill. I don't think it's gone as low as it can possibly go yet. It hasn't entered Care Bears level.
Will eventually.
But if it does, then, I'll still rewatch seasons 1 and 2. I'll still love it. I'll still have my merchandise. You guys should see the top of my fucking computer right now. You would you would flip. The Justice League suck. My final thoughts.
They suck because Batman can basically kick all their asses in like a week.
Batman? You mean Superman?
No. No, apparently, in one of the comics, Batman can basically beat the entire Justice League by himself.
Because he could pay for all of it.
Just
Okay.
throwing that out there.
Okay. Final thoughts
He has
being...
God to build this for him.
Aquaman loses to Thor based off Pokemon rules. Aquaman sucks. Batman
And the
sucks.
We're just ending it right here. When you have a hammer made out of a collapsed star and you have the Kraken, I think the collapsed star hammer wins.
Yeah, you're gonna have a
No,
baseball
that's
match.
Kind of like made it from God.
The hammer wins.
When it comes to Michael Bay, the Transformers movies suck.
All of
Shia
them.
LaBeouf needs to jump in a
Cut his hair
lake.
dye.
But we've already discussed that in the last episode. Shia
He
LaBeouf
needs
sucks.
to go to- he needs to go back and do comedy shows on Disney. Is what he needs to.
Megan Fox is April O'Neil. I am not... Shut up! My final thoughts. Megan Fox is April O'Neil. I am not a big... I'm not a follower at all of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And this is blasphemous for me. As a man, Michael Bay, you are a disgrace. You are an absolute tool. And you are insulting to mankind. Megan Fox can't act. I really don't think she's that hot. I'm going to come out and say this now. I would rather see Nicki Minaj play fucking April O'Neil.
Oh, don't worry. We'll see her in movies soon enough. If she's on the same road as Rihanna, we'll see it eventually. She's already on American Idol. It's bound to happen eventually.
Nicki Minaj actually isn't that bad on American Idol. She seems like a pretty cool chick. She just can't sing or act or rap.
But yeah, we're gonna see it eventually. We'll see it.
That's it for today's episode of Black and White, everybody. I think our brains need a little bit of a rest.
Next week, we don't know what we're actually gonna talk
Next
about.
week, I say we talk about the potential for a Half-Life and Portal movie.
I will be there.
Sure, why not? I know enough about Portal and all that nonsense. Half-Life, not so much, but we'll piece together something.
Alrighty, guys. For everybody in Black and White, I'm Johnny, and I'm the White.
I'm Dan on the black.
I'm Sean, I'm the Rainbow.
I'm Rhea, I'm the Mocha.
And James was the...
And James was the colorless, and now he's the consciousless. We'll see you guys next time.